Hello Capricorn, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your December tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at the love life, at your career space, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to navigate these energies in the months of December. At the end, I'll pull some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And I will start, as always, with an oracle deck. Today we're going to be using the Sacred Traveler deck. So let's get going right away. For those who are new, welcome. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and of course, there is a TV show on wellness and mindfulness that comes out that I'm a host of, that comes out every Friday night on Bold and Brave TV. I usually provide links to in the community tab, and once the episode is out, all the recorded episodes go into the special playlist on this channel, so you can find it by the playlist Mindfully Awake to check out the episodes that have aired so far. Welcome. I do personals as well, so you can order them on my website mindfulbamboo.com, or just send me an email and we'll figure out all the details. I have sessions of different duration and different price depending on how many questions you have. All right, so you have two cards. Actually, they fall out together, so I'm going to take them. One is begin now, take your first step. We are approaching the new moon in Sagittarius, so it seems like perfect time to begin something. And we have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So it's like the ending and the beginning. Very interesting, right? I was just saying in my Twinflame reading, which I also do on my other channel, Mindful Twinflame, that my general feeling for the collective energy is that the Scorpio season was the time of death, figuratively speaking, of closure of different old structures getting out of the way, that those that we don't need anymore. And now the Sagittarius season, which we're in right now, is the time to begin to take a new step, and for that rebirth part of it, right? Because it's death and rebirth. We are removing anything that we don't need so that we can begin building something beautiful, something more ascending and more joyful that makes us happy. So just make sure that both of those things are important. That's what I'm going to say to you, because some healing and some of the closure is still going to be happening in the months of December. So while you're focused on the new thing, don't forget to still take care of yourself and make sure that if any triggers come up that in the same topic, that you're still tending to them. You're not just focusing on building new, but you're paying attention to those, and you are building bridges, and you are releasing anything that's unhealthy or that puts you down in any way. Okay, let's see what we have with tarot. For your love life, we have Queen of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign. We have Seven of Wands, and we have the Tower. Yeah, it's also kind of like a little bit of what I was talking about, but it's always interesting when this spins in a love relationship, right? So Tower is an Aries energy. I will speak about all these cards after I will lay out the rest of the spread. You could be dealing with an Aries. For your career space, you have King of Swords. This could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The Hierophant is the Taurus energy. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Are you guys starting something new? Like maybe begin now is the first step in your own business or in a completely new project or new hobby. The Advice, we have the Magician, that's Gemini energy. We have the Page of Cups and the High Priestess. This is Pisces. All right, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So self-love is going to be very important in the months of December. Even if this is going to be by definition a tough month, that's going to take a lot of your resources, a lot of your time, a lot of you. Like there's no way to just skip that, right? That's going to be full of, events, of all kinds of dynamics, right? At least make sure that, especially if you have a busy schedule, that part of your schedule is actually self-care. Part of your schedule is taking time for yourself and spending time with yourself. So you can do that check-in. So you can, even if you don't specifically meditate, for example, but have something similar, maybe you'll be using the time to take a walk outside, you know, where you will be able to check in with yourself and give yourself that attention and that care that you need. For your love life, we have the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Tower. The Tower always signifies some kind of drastic change, something unexpected. It doesn't mean that it's for the worse. Sometimes worse. Sometimes it means that you know, an obstacle could be taken out of your way, right? Maybe there was a, I don't know, nosy relative that couldn't let you live your love life the way you want, right? And something happens and they move away suddenly, and it's like, oh, wow. And you were maybe designing a way to protect yourself and to kind of see how you can make it work without breaking it off with that relative or friend or whoever they are. And then suddenly the universe took care of that. And you're like, wow, and they aren't even gonna be in my life anymore, pretty much, right? Like something along those lines. So whatever it is, it could of course be a more drastic change, meaning that you find out something. For some of you, I'm hearing that you'll find out something about your relationship or about the other person that will make you rethink your previous plan, whether it was serious or not so serious. Like something will shift your perspective very much. But what the cards are saying, it's important to stay in your full power and remember that you have a voice in this relationship, whichever way it is developing, right? That A, you're supposed to feel safe, but B, you're supposed to feel empowered, like it's bringing value to your life, like not like in a transactional way, but you know, it's bringing joy to your life. It's enriching your life, right? That's the relationship that you want this to be. And if it's not, then you know, and then somehow you realize that with this Tower moment that it may never be like that, right? Maybe you had your hopes up, but now you realize like, wow, this is just never gonna change, right? Then maybe that's the hard truth, to know that you shouldn't be wasting any more time. For your career space, we have the King of Swords, the Hierophant, and Nine of Pentacles. The King of Swords and the Hierophant are telling me that there is definitely some kind of senior executive kind of energy included. So it could be literally your boss or bosses talking to you about, you know, the further development of your career, where you're going, what are the prospects, right? For some of you, it may be that you're being engaged in a more senior project, like where maybe it's not an official promotion, but you will be given responsibilities of somebody more senior than usually what you are doing, right? And these people will make it known to you that, you know, we have a lot of trust in you, we know you can do this, and you know, this should be a sign of recognition, and that's how you should see it. What I'm also hearing is even if these people who are putting you up for it are much senior than you are, maybe they're like figures of authority to the public, and you might feel intimidated going to them for help or asking to change some conditions of, you know, this partnership. Do it. It's important that you do it. It's important that you outline your boundaries, that you keep true to yourself and who you are. And for some, like I was saying when I was laying out the cards, this could be the beginning of something that you're doing by yourself. So, you know, in that scenario, you may be offered some prospects of, you know, a career ladder literally here in your company, your current company, right? And like the 5-year plan or something. Like I'm hearing some kind of like long-term plan, right? That might be lucrative, but there's also an opportunity for you to start your own thing, right? And you'll have the choice for yourself. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's up to you. But from what I sense in the energy, that this is a great time for you to take your first step with your new project, with your new thing, right? And it's almost like a test from the universe. Are you going to take that on just because those big bosses or important people ask you about it, right? Or you'll stay true to yourself because deep down you know that you want to start this new business. The advice from the universe, we have 2 major arcanas here, very powerful energy, just telling me that you are in your power. You're supposed to step into your power. Don't play small. Don't think that it's all in the hands of the universe, you know, in the hands of God, whatever your higher power is. it is true, but it's always also true that as people, we have free will. It is with us, and if anything, our path, our future is co-created between the higher power and ourselves. It's not either or, it's a collaboration of the two. So if anything, work on, cleansing that channel, right? And strengthening it. And I already spoke about time for yourself, right? That will definitely help you recognize your power and how capable you are, and also be able to get the downloads, to get the messages, those nudges, from the higher power. You can maybe call it listening to your intuition, right? But whatever it is going to be super valuable with everything that you'll have going on in December, and with some of the hard choices that may be in front of you. Okay, let's get you some messages in love from your person of interest. Messages for Capricorn from their person of interest. All right, we got 9 of Fire. And Love. Wow. Yeah, I just got the message that your person sees you as someone unusual, i.e. like either not their usual type, or just a rare kind of personality that they don't meet very often. And that is a very attractive quality for them, although it is a little intimidating because they don't always know how to communicate with you, how to handle certain situations. But they have that strong feeling that this is meant to be, that somehow, even though you're very different, you complete each other, you're complements to each other. And this is not like complete each other like in a codependent way. This is more like the opposites attract kind of way, right? Like on paper, maybe it wouldn't seem like a good match, but somehow it works and they're fascinated by it. So there's still some intimidation, but they're at least curious enough, and they're committed enough to see what happens next. And that's the energy there. All right, I hope this was good for you guys, and if you enjoyed the reading, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Leave me comments, let me know what you want me to talk about in my next readings. There will be a new moon in Saggy in a couple of days. I'll try to record the guided messages for all the signs for that, so definitely subscribe to the channel to be up to date with all of that. And also these readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising, in this case for Capricorn. So if you're only checking for a sun sign, check out readings for your other placements as well. If they're not published yet, they will be very, very soon. I love you all, and until next time,